Yes, this is Gross Models. Welcome to day 23 of 30 Days Lost in Space. Today we're continuing with the board and that we set up before, but we're adding one more component to it. We're adding the 7-segment, 4-digit 7-segment LED to it again. Because we're adding that, I've made a slight alteration to my wiring for this. Instead of taking the positive and the ground direct from the board, I've now put them onto the rail and taken them from the rail to this, because I then need to take them from the rail to this as well. And this needs to go into, obviously, a couple of other pins on there, which we'll figure out when we've watched the video. So we'll go straight ahead. We'll watch and see exactly what it is that it looks like we're going to be doing on there, and we'll see what she has to say.
Good morning, Stellar Navigator. We're still bobbing atop the cosmic waves of an alien ocean, but not for long. Today we can sit back and relax, knowing we've done everything we can to prepare for launch, our big day tomorrow. Yeah, big day. Lots of moving parts will be launched tomorrow, and everything needs to happen at precisely the right time, or the ocean will turn into an explorer-flavored crater. Time. Time is of the essence. Time is short. Time won't give you time. Time. Okay, we're not quite done. We need a timer. All right, you clever explorer. Today's hardware task is a piece of interstellar cake. We're simply welcoming back our old friend, the 7-segment display, to our current setup. Yes, that's right. The same one that played a crucial role in lighting our way up from the deep ocean. This won't be anything new to you. Just plug the 7-segment display into the wiring layout from yesterday. Easy, right? With each step, we're getting closer to our grand liftoff. As always, ensure that your connections are firm and correct. Let's get to it. Let's have a small detour to define macros. When you see define in our code, it's essentially a way of creating a shortcut or an alias. We set a keyword equal to a specific value or string of code. This way, instead of having to type out the whole thing every time, we can just use the keyword. It is also useful when we have the same thing written in multiple places, like occasionally pinouts, so we only need to change it once. This makes our code cleaner and easier to understand. It's like having a code name or a shorthand for your favorite lengthy space lingo. All right, on to today's simulation. We'll be adapting the done code from our Day 16 adventures for our 7-segment display. This time, it'll be there to signal the end of our countdown, like a digital pat on the back. If everything goes according to plan, tomorrow we can connect everything up to our thrusters. And then, well, you know the drill, liftoff. We're in the home stretch, Explorer. The stars are within our grasp. Let's ensure this simulation goes off without a hitch and prepare ourselves for the big show. For today's coding spree, we're going to cook up a function that sends us on a countdown journey. It's going to be an exhilarating watch, I promise. Once we're done, we'll celebrate by lighting up our 7-segment display with the victory chant, done, just like we did back on Day 16. Imagine it like a digital high five. If all goes well, this is precisely where we'll inject the codes for our long-awaited liftoff tomorrow. It's exciting, isn't it? Hold on to that curiosity, Explorer, as you walk through every line of our code in the daily breakdown. As always, I've cached it to your mission resources, so buckle up, it's coding time.
Right, let's have a look through the code in just a moment. While I was watching that, I've plugged this in. So we've got the positive and ground on there, and we're plugged into the sockets 4 and 5 on the hero board down there. So that should be correct. Yeah, let me download and get the code running, and we'll have a look through it and see if I can figure anything out. Okay, here we go. So day 23, the launch system. Even on your OLED display is a bit small, large amounts of information. So we've got the same as ever. We're including the wire, the display, and there's another one. There you go. The CM 7-digit display, and still the ULED ULED, you LED. It is ULED, but I'm thinking of that as car park charges. So we start the physical how to define works. Yeah, so we're defining number of minutes, which is all to do with milliseconds and adding lots and making it actual milliseconds. And number of seconds is much the same, but not quite as far off. Yeah, okay. We're defining the counter display clock is pin 5 and count dio is 4, which is where I've just plugged it in, which is good. Display, that's just tells us where it is, right? That is the lander display business, setting all that up. That's fair enough, yeah. So this is, again, setting the segments for the D, O, N, and E. We could change that to anything, but I understand how they work, so that's not a problem. Right, define the amount of time in milliseconds to count down. So we're counting down, countdown milliseconds equals 5 times 1,000. So 5 seconds, 5 thousandths of a second, 5 lots of 1,000ths of a second. So yes, 5 seconds. Right, then we're actually starting properly. Avoid setup serial begin, keep the serial monitor running, setting the brightness to 7 and then clearing the display on the 7 segment. The OLED display, again, begin, set font height. Yeah, we're setting up a 0 thing on there. Display starting status, first page, next page, looping. Right, so we're doing the first page and then we're looping to a second page and then going back. So we're changing between a couple of pages. So the first page is drawing a string, the exploration lander. A string is it's the collection of letters. So we're having a title, basically, exploration lander liftoff sequence. And then on the bottom line, we've got countdown active. And then it looks like we're drawing a lifter. We're counting down and countdown started. We're having a countdown shown on there. Time remaining is in countdown milliseconds. Countdown start time equals milliseconds. Yeah. We're printing the time remaining on the serial console, which I'm not even looking at, and the time remaining as minutes and seconds on the counter display. If the time remaining has reached 0, then we're printing done in the serial and we're printing the segments done on the counter. So yeah, okay, so that's what that does. Update our OLED display with ending screen using first page and next page. So the first page, adding a line of text to the offset added, so we'd go down the line. Yeah, this is what we're doing again. This is the other page. Lander liftoff aborted. That's the second page. We've got thrusters and everything just being printed as being off. Countdown abort. Stop looping. Stop here by looping forever. Okay, yeah, okay. So if the timer is greater than 0, then we're going to set up a loop. Okay, so we're doing that. We are drawing a ship. Yep. Okay, so I think I understand that. Let's, I was going to say upload it, but it's difficult to do unless it's actually plugged in. So let's plug it in first. It's a USB socket, so I'm obviously trying to plug it in the wrong way around because that's the way USB sockets traditionally work. You think it's the right way around, it's not. So you turn it round, then it definitely doesn't fit. So you definitely have to turn it around the third time to get it in the right way around. So there we go. That's that done. It's still doing what it was doing yesterday because I haven't as yet uploaded the code. So let's compile the sketch. Get that compiling. It's thinking about it. It's thinking very hard about it. It must be a difficult sketch. I'm thinking, did I get it in the right port? I think I must have because it's not even looking for the port yet. It's still compiling it. That little line getting down there. Done compiling, uploading. The light is flashing, so that's a good sign. It's doing stuff. We've got countdown active, exploration lander liftoff aborted. Right, so I missed all of that. And we didn't get anything on there, so I don't know if I messed that up. Let's press the replay button and try it again. Countdown active. Everything is aborted. So we didn't get anything on there. Is that because I didn't do that right, or because it's not powered properly? I don't know. Let's just double check my wiring on that. That's definitely... Ground is green and blue is live, so that's those two. And those two are going into pins 4 and 5. Are they going in the right way round? Let's check the picture there. The 5 should be the clock one. So, no, I've got those the wrong way round. So let's turn those around. Put that into 5 and 4, I think. Yeah, that's now, I hope, the right way round. So we'll get that up and running again. Yeah, there we go. We're getting things. That's doing the countdown now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. But we've aborted because of reasons. I shall go back to the full camera so you can see that running properly. I'll get a bit closer to you and get the wires out the way. So there we go. That's what we've got when it runs. Countdown is indeed running. It flashes for a bit, then counts down, and then checklist shows everything as not working. Draws the little lander down there quite nicely. So yeah, I understand that. Again, the coding is a little bit beyond me still, but I understand the basics of how it's doing it and what it's doing, looping round and timer going down, and then when it gets to the second page, it goes through and adds the thruster system confirm. So yeah, I like that. I do understand how that works. I'm not even going to bother asking AI about that because I quite understand that. So that is that. Another day completed. We're getting close to the end. On day 24, we are adding more things to the circuit. We've got to bring back in the buzzer and the switches, as well as all this that we've already got. So I might have to move things up a little bit to make a bit more room for things. But we'll get there. Or indeed, I might just use this as pins on the back like I've done on this, not put it on the board. Anyway, we'll figure it out. So that's another day done. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. I shall see you for more tomorrow. Bye bye for now.